Do I know them?
Yes.
Well, you want to try to get, like, I think 30 minutes of good exercise every day.
Yeah, I was trying to walk a lot. The hiking looks so much easier. Are they in my home?
Working with our bound instructors reminds me how talented, smart, and dedicated these people are.
Then we go back to running. What are we doing now, Daniel?
My name is Shelby, and I am an expedition program specialist at the Chesapeake Bay Outward Bound School.
Make sure that you have 3 season bags. We're not taking out summer bags.
Come down to me. My helmet's on.
To me, an Outward Bound instructor is so much more an educator than a guide. Planning curriculum, thinking about what transferable skills you want to teach students so they can take more than just the knots they learn how to tie or the meals they learn how to cook back home.
Right? You could perform one day or 1 week and then the next day be storming. If you can grab your journal and pencils. So like, if there was like
I think people don't think about the days that go into planning an expedition, going through trainings, going over our policies, making sure that we're delivering a consistent product. Then we get to go out in the field and meet our students. We go through this challenging experience with them. And then we come home and we debrief all the ways that we can make our product better and that we can make each other better as Outward Bound instructors. I think people also don't think about instructors as waking up first every day and going to bed last, constantly planning and checking in, working with students individually, pulling them aside, having those one-on-one conversations about how they're doing. There's so much that goes into how we play outside. You go through this completely unique experience that absolutely cannot be replicated with any other with any other group of students. So it builds this incredibly intense bond that you really don't feel with your coworkers' other spaces. Something that we also do to implement that trust is part of the prep process that we call consistencies. So we have a list of so many questions that instructors sit down and spend hours going through, each one from as simple as how do you serve dinner to how would you manage this conflict or this difficult conversation between students. You get all on the same page, you get consistent with everything. We're going to teach things this way. And that's a give and take between both instructors' styles and experiences in the field.
I would agree. I think like communication.
And then you meet your students and you just like start this adventure together. Trust is absolutely the foundation of our relationship with our students. You completely take them out of their home environment and start teaching them all these new things all at one time. And it's building that foundation of trust that they know you are there to keep them safe, that you have their best interests at heart, and you are there as their caregiver and their educator. Every difficult moment on course instantly becomes worth it when you see that recognition in the student. And a really hard part about our work is that we're with our students for just this like tiny part of their timeline. And we have to trust that we've planted a seed that will grow, and we may never get to see that growth.
You're never gonna have another experience like this again. If you fall, I got you.
And maybe 5 years, 10 years down the line, they'll be like, I learned a lot. That has stuck with me, that means something to me. I've carried that with me this whole time. Maybe I'd go back and do that again.
I want to shout.
Out. And so said the Lorax. Please pardon my cough.
The people that I work with at the Chesapeake Bay Outward Bound School are by far some of the most incredible people that I've ever worked with after a decade in this industry.
Oh, we're gonna take a small break so you guys can kind of cool down a little bit.
We're cool like that.
Think about how far we've climbed.
Go, go, go!
I actually like it a lot.
I didn't play it. No, okay. I don't know if we want to try and balance those.